Bridget A, and I'm here to give you a hot tip of how to work with stranded yarn. If you've been following me a while, you know that one of my favorite yarns to use is the Lola by Garnmanufaktur. It's made in Germany, it's hand-tied, it's a gradient color change. This one I'm using on a project at the moment has a metallic thread through it to give it a bit of glitter. It is a beautiful yarn. The difference between it and other yarns, though, is it's stranded. I hope you can see this. The yarn is in 4 individual strands. It's not plied. So plied yarn has a twist to it that makes you use it all as one piece, whereas this is 4 individual strands, and it can be easy to split, but also when the color change comes, there's a tiny knot because it changes 1 strand at a time. Often the piece still hanging down from the last strand can get caught up in your work and create some bumps. So I'm going to give you a hot tip. Find a bead. I've got 2 here that work. You want the diameter of the hole big enough to easily glide down a strand of yarn, but not so big that the yarn never touches it. So I've got 2 examples here. This is a silver spacer bead from any craft shop in the jewelry making section. I made a polymer clay bead that works well. I didn't make it for this, but it works so well that that's what I use. And what I do is I thread that bead onto my Lola before I begin working with it. So you can see it's now on there. And what happens is, as you pull through, it just keeps the strands together. And when you get to a knot where there's a change, and it's a minuscule knot, you don't even notice it, but you'll know that the last of the last yarn hangs off of it. This keeps it going straight. So when you crochet, it all gets crocheted together without leaving ripples or bends or loose ends or thicker bumps in your work. This is the most helpful tip I've ever had about using this Lola. Put a bead on it, and then as you work the yarn, I'll just do a quick sample here. As you work with it, and theoretically as you pull it from your skein, that bead just slides and keeps your strands together, which makes it easier to not have problems later on. So there's my tip. If you're working with a stranded yarn like Lola, put a bead on it at the start of the project.